Okay, I think we good. I think we good. I think we good. So this is Sully Gnome. It's a website that I think is pretty good actually for like stats and stuff. I think it's real nice personally. You can even type in names of various channels. Mine would of course be Fraggin Gamin, right? It's right there. Then we go here and see I got all my stats. -1 follower gain. Don't know. Probably one of the bots or something. Because I do remember getting a lot of bots once, many a year ago. So I assume they were finally just kind of clearing those up, or they're just being removed, or someone just genuinely unfollowed. Who knows? But yeah, it's pretty neat. I like stats. I like stats in anything, whether it be games or the things like this. I just like stats, right? I think stats are fun. But one thing I like about this is that you can actually go to the calendar and you can change things up a little bit. I know you can change. You can change the time because it's displayed as it displays a certain time. Here it is. So I can change the time zone. So we don't want coordinated universe. So I'm gonna do my time, which is of course mountain time. My time is mountain time. We're gonna do this, and I figure we're just gonna go all the way back, and we're just gonna have a little look and see what we did in January. And I'll include games I didn't finish either technically, because that's one of the things that happened a lot this year was I had a lot of games that I didn't actually finish, but I'm going to. I should probably also change it to just chatting here. Hold on. I'm just gonna stop the window capture for a moment just so I can change my thing on to Twitch. I just also don't want you guys to see that. Not that there's like anything hidden. I just figure, you guys don't need to see me change it over. So I don't know how interesting some people would find this. Some people might find it kind of interesting. I think it'll be fun. And like I said, it's I don't really expect this to be like much. It's just mostly going to be just going over it, going over some stuff, and maybe going over for like plans for the new year too, right? Nope. I said I specifically said, well, it doesn't matter if you see that anyway. I just think it's a bit less clean. All right. So yeah. So okay, so see now this is something that I actually think is pretty neat. Now I don't know when this actually started. I think it did start with Turnip Boy. No, it started with like Amnesia Rebirth or something. I don't remember. Or it was not for broadcast. I don't know. But I remember Turnip Boy was a part of the it's a good game actually with Turnip Boy. Right? I think Turnip Boy was really fun. For anyone that remembers it, I do find it kind of funny that well, I guess technically this is at the end of the year, but Turnip Boy is here. So I guess I did do well, I took quite a long break. Why did I take such a long break? Why did I take such a long break at the start of the month? I don't know. I don't actually remember that. Cause that's like a good like 2 weeks. And then we did some Turnip Boy. I assume this was the I probably did like the train run. Then we had Lacuna. So I guess technically we started with Lacuna. Which was another really good game. That one, see now that one actually took me a lot by surprise. I will be honest. I didn't really expect Lacuna to be as good as it was, but I was really happy. And that was one of the games that was voted on. That's what I was doing. I think I was doing like some kind of cleanup for games that people voted on for the humble monthly choice, which I haven't done in a while. But that's because I've had a lot of games to play, so I haven't been able to do the choice games. I do want to get back to that. Yeah, then we had Pokemon Legends Arceus. See, this is a game I haven't finished yet, but I still want to talk about because this was a fun one. But I see, I haven't finished it, right? It's kind of thing. I haven't finished that one. It's one of the games I actually really want to finish soon. Like, I think next year, the start of next year, I think is going to be mostly a cleanup kind of thing, right? Now, see, this is the fun thing about having this on recording because this is going to be put up on the YouTube channel probably on midnight of tomorrow. People that watch this on YouTube will see this now, but yeah, this is going up. So if I don't do any of these things, then it's there forever. And it's going to be like, uh-oh. This is going to be something that'll be here forever is basically what I'm saying, right? So if I don't do my resolutions or whatever, people can point at this and say, hey, he didn't do those. So part of what I want to do next year is I want to clean up a lot of the games I haven't finished yet, like Pokemon Legends Arceus and Elden Ring, which is also down here, right? I want to finish those up. But really good game is Pokemon Legends Arceus. One of the most new Pokemon game. Well, at the time it was probably like the latest Pokemon game that I started, because I mean I did do Sword and Shield a little bit. I did do Pokemon Sword and Shield a little bit, but that was during a poor time in my life, and I didn't get that far. So this is really the first Pokemon game that I've played since like Gen 2. And I thought it was really fun. And I even made predictions, which were true in Violet and Scarlet, that this seems kind of like a bit of a prototype to what they might do in the future. Hades is always fun. I've technically finished Hades, technically haven't. Hades is more of a recording game now, even though I haven't recorded any Hades. I still might do a stream of it to get prepped for Hades 2, though. So I don't know what I want to do with that. But I think that'll be fun if I record it, if I stream it. I know it's gonna be fun. I know I'm not done with Hades yet, really. Still probably play it at least for fun. Bass Ackert says it'll be like when Wendy's was begging Game Grumps to finish Pokemon Red. Yeah, I heard they don't really finish their games that much anymore. Well, don't they? Well, didn't they stop with series? I think I said this the last stream or a couple streams ago that I don't really watch Game Grumps. And the only thing I did watch was their compilation for Majora's Mask, which made me upset. But they don't really do series anymore, do they? I think they're doing... Well, see, it's funny, because on Reddit, I get recommended Rant Grumps for some reason. But I think they do, I think they stopped doing long-form series. I think they do one-offs now only, which I find weird. I couldn't imagine doing that, where you play a game and then you're just done with that game. You play it, once and it's over. I couldn't do that. There's no way. I'd want to finish it. Haven't really followed them anyways. That's fair. And this one was when we started doing the demos. We did a lot of demos. This was during one of the Next Fests. I still want to play Gibbon Beyond the Trees some more. I think that was fun. I really want to play a little to the left, even though I know that game will make me absolutely cry. Small Saga, I'm really looking forward to still. I'm still really looking forward to Small Saga. I don't know when that's coming out. I don't think they have a release date for it yet. And I remember this day actually really well, because I remember this was the day Elden Ring came out. But I'm like, oh, I want to do Tinykin. I want to finish off Tinykin. And then Elden Ring came out during the stream, and I was like, oh no, I want to play Elden Ring. But I guess it was having issues anyway, so I didn't actually end up playing a lot of Elden Ring that day. And then it was Elden Ring right here. Did some more Elden Ring. See, I like Elden Ring a lot. And so I played a couple days in a row. And here's when now this one I actually do remember a lot. Is Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. Because I remember, well, this was the one we started the previous year. But because I think Megan and I were doing it, but then Megan moved in and she got really busy. So I couldn't really, well, we couldn't do it because we're moving her in. So we delayed Ghost Trick a bit, but I was so happy to get back to it. I really, really loved Ghost Trick. I'm not going to say much yet, because I want to probably get to the end of this before I do. But I think it's probably my favorite game I streamed all year. Yeah, they are. Small Saga is not. Small Saga is not. It's still under to be announced. Unless it has a console release that I don't know about. But I know at least on Steam, Small Saga is not out. If it's out on... if it's out on console, I'm getting it right away, because I've been really looking forward to that one. I've actually been keeping up on Small Saga a fair bit. At least on checking to see if it's out or not. Best Ackert says thank you. Yeah, and thank you to both you. I know you pushed it a lot a while ago, but I know Megan definitely came in and helped you out with that, because she was like, oh, you should play Ghost Trick. And when I had you saying play Ghost Trick and her saying play Ghost Trick, I had to play Ghost Trick, right? I know Gibbon Beyond the Trees is out, though. And A Little to Left is as well. I think Silt might be. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I really, really like Ghost Trick. I do think it might have been one of my favorite games of the year. Which surprised me, because I thought it was going to be fun. I don't think I'd have as much fun. Now, part of that might have been Megan's contribution, because playing it with Megan was also really fun. But that might be my favorite stream game of the year. We'll see as we go through the rest of these. Elden Ring, once again, really good. Between the Stars was one that was voted on. That one I want to get back to. That one I haven't actually played since the end of the, I think, what was it, three stream period that I had with it. But that one seemed really promising. On one hand, I'm kind of okay with leaving Between the Stars a little bit longer, because this one I was going to turn into a recording game, but I never got around to it. Between the Stars, I think probably could have a lot more updates since I played it. So here's hoping. But Between the Stars is fun. I really like the idea behind it. Uh, Elden Ring Between the Stars. Yeah, a lot of Elden Ring Between the Stars and Ghost Trick. So see, this is why I don't think it'll take too long because Elden Ring, as you can see, became my game for a while, and then I think I did the humble choice poll, and we got Everhood, which is also really high up there in games that I played. Everhood is another one of those game series that I wasn't really too sure if I would like it as much as I did. I knew I'd probably like it, but I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did. I really, really liked Everhood. I love the music. I still listen to the music every now and again, you know. I still go back and I like because I found this thing on YouTube where someone does was it like no hit runs of like all the bosses, all the enemies. And it's cool. He does it. So I really like it. You can probably just find it. It's like an hour or something long, I think. You can probably find it easily enough. It's called like the no hit Everhood boss thing or something. But he does it where like he knows that people also want to be there for the music because he actually delays killing a lot of the bosses until he absolutely needs to, just to have the music play out, which I think is really neat. So I occasionally go back and listen to the music every now and again. Everhood was also because for those that don't know or don't check out on the YouTube channel, I did actually release a bonus video for Everhood where I got the hallway ending, which I remember just waking up one day and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna lay in bed and I'm just gonna play it and I'm just gonna walk down this hallway while I listen to like a video on YouTube. And that was good like 4 hours of my morning. That was like 4 hours of a morning well spent. Ratchet and Clank. This is one I'm a little sad about, to be honest. I'm not gonna say this was like my least favorite stream. I don't think I really have a least favorite stream, but this one I'm a bit more sad about because Ratchet and Clank was one that Megan and I started up a long time ago, clearly, but I still haven't finished it yet. Which I don't really like leaving games unfinished for too long. Which kind of, I guess I don't know why it bothers me more with Ratchet and Clank. I think because I know that game is not super long, so the fact it's taken me this long to finish it kind of bothers me. I still want to finish it, but this is just kind of really unfortunate timing because we were close. I know the next time we play it, we can probably knock it out in like one solid go. But Ratchet and Clank was kind of unfortunate timing because we played it and that was around the time, and because I'm doing it with Megan, because it's one of Megan's favorite game series. So I definitely wanted to be sure Megan was there. And her work, she injured her hands at work a little bit because she works at a hospital as environmental 1 and 2. So basically they take care of like, you know, the floors and the rooms and stuff like that. And her job had her, and I don't know why they let her do this because they had like a machine that kind of took care of it as well, or you could use a machine. Like she had to wring out a bunch of rags, and she did that a fair bit, and over time that messed up her wrists, right? So she was in a lot of pain to the point where she didn't really want to do really anything. She was in a lot of pain for a while. And so it became really hard to play Ratchet and Clank because she was usually in too much pain to be able to sit there and enjoy it and be able to sit there and like actually like talk for streamy stuff. Like, you know, when you're in pain, you just really don't want to do anything. That's kind of what Megan had, which is a shame because obviously we don't want her to be in pain. And I know she feels bad. I think she really blames herself that Ratchet's not done yet, which it isn't. It's just unfortunate that her hands hurt and she didn't really want to do some stuff. And then other things just kind of took over. Her hands got better, but then her stomach started having issues, and a lot of things just kind of made streaming Ratchet really hard. So that's why if you're wondering why Ratchet hasn't really happened, that's kind of why. It's just a lot of really unfortunate things between Megan's hand and Megan's stomach bothering her a lot, her having to go to the doctor a fair few times. So that's just kind of unfortunate timing. Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, I was really looking forward to. That was a really fun game as well. It was really fun to play through Stanley Parable again. Because one thing I will say that I don't really talk about is because I've been streaming for a long time, right? I've only recently started recording things and uploading them to YouTube by comparison, right? But I've been streaming for a really long time. Um, and one game I streamed a long time ago, which I actually still had clips of, was the Stanley Parable. And man, I watched a bit of the old Stanley Parable streams and shit, man. That was no webcam. The mic was ass. Everything about it was just bad. And I did just so much about it was so not good. Like in hindsight, it's so not good. So the Stanley Parable actually gave me a really interesting way of using kind of my stream quote unquote expertise to go back and kind of play a game again that I streamed ages ago that I could redo. Because when you start on something, you're not as good. Even now, I don't know if I'd still be considered as good if I'm being honest with you. But I really kind of cringed at how my stream of Stanley Parable was. So it was nice to go back and kind of correct that and fix it. And that's something I want to do with a lot of my older streams because I have a lot that I kind of want to redo, but redo as I am now, right? Redo with as the stream is now, right? Go back and do Dark Souls. Go back and do Penumbra. Go back and play. What are some other ones? What are some other ones that I can think of? Long Dark, although I think I have a plan for Long Dark. I have a lot of games that I want to redo and kind of quote unquote fix, right? Hopefully make a bit more fun, a bit more modern as well. So Stanley Parable kind of gave me a chance to do that with that game at least. A lot of Ratchet and Clank. Suzerain I absolutely loved. I loved Suzerain. Suzerain was such a fun game. And I'm so sad I haven't gone back to it yet. I'm so sad I haven't gotten back to it yet because it's one of those games that I really enjoyed, but it was hard to stream because it's talking constantly. It's constant talking, and I don't know how fun those are for a lot of people. I think some people like it, but I don't think it's as fun for a lot of people. I feel like Suzerain is probably more of a recording game, which is what I planned, but it didn't really happen yet because I've had a lot going on. I'll just put it like that. It's been harder for me to sit down and like actually play games not on stream, or at least record them and be good for that. See, Bass Sucker says I'm glad she's doing better now. She's doing a lot better now. She's doing a lot better now. She's still not 100%. Like there's still like in terms of how she's feeling, she's good. But she still has some stuff that she kind of needs to work through a little bit. She probably wouldn't want to tell me exactly what, but she's doing a lot better. She's doing a whole lot better, which does make me really happy. So yeah, Suzerain, I want to do recordings of again. So keep an eye out for that in the new year. I really want to do Suzerain recordings. Like I said, I don't think that's really good for stream stuff anymore, but I think recording that would be really, really good. Jazz Punk was really fun. That was another. Was that one also voted on? But that was a birthday stream. That was a birthday set of streams. Was that Bass Backwards? Or was that Spikes? That might have been Spikes. I'm really bad with dates with birthdays, so I apologize. I think that might have been Spikes because I think he's the one that wanted me. Oh, my headset's running out of battery. Hold on, I'm just gonna plug it in. Just gonna plug it in real quick. Let's see. Bass Sucker says, honestly, even though it was worse quality, I still felt like I really like watching the old Stanley Parable. The stream has just also kind of felt like, we're always improving the streams or life. I don't know. No, I agree, actually. Like, I don't hate them. Like, I guess I'll kind of change what I said about that. I don't hate the old streams. It was just because I don't really go back and watch my old streams. This one's really taking a while to get in. Hold on. But yeah, I don't really like go back and watch my old streams. I know I probably should. I probably should do that, but I don't really. So it just felt really different to go back and kind of watch the Stanley Parable and like my old one and go like, wow, this is very different compared to what it is now. But yeah, I agree, right? But that's the thing with anybody that does stuff like this. Like you go and you talk to like anybody that's uploaded YouTube videos for years, or anybody that's done streaming for years. They will go back and watch their old stuff and say, "Man, that was garbage." Right? It's good that other people still like them though. Like if you went back and watched it and you said, you know, you still liked it. That's really good. That actually makes me really happy to hear. But you know, I have kind of had this feeling that I kind of want to redo some of those games. It'd be good to have them as a recording, right, to throw up on YouTube to keep it kind of archived a little bit better, because you never know if you never know if Twitch will die at some point, right? You never know. So especially with things that have been going on, right? So it's mostly I want it for the archive, and I want it for to do it in my current style, right? But yeah, I'm glad you liked it. And like I said, I don't hate it. I just know I've improved a lot since then. That's more the way I wanna word it. But yeah, Jazz Punk was really fun. Bass Outlet says I'm pretty sure it was mine. I know it was one of your birthdays. This one might have been yours. I think Spike's is a little bit later in the year, so this one probably was yours. So yeah, Jazz Punk was really fun. I wanted to do Jazz Punk for years. I think I talked about this before. I wanted to do Jazz Punk for ages, but I usually kept forgetting about it, or I just never got around to it. So it was really nice to have you go like, hey, birthday stream, can you do Jazz Punk? I'm like, hell yeah, right? Excuse me. So that was fun. That was a really good one to do. I love the humor of it. Just everything about Jazz Punk is really nice. Playing a game a second time a good deal later can be enlightening. It can be. I think replaying games is good. I'm certainly not the kind of person that'll be like, okay, I beat this game. Time to sell it. Right. I'm not gonna do that. Hell, if I did that, like I said, I've been to a lot of retro game stores lately, and I found out a lot of my games have increased in value by quite a lot. And one of them I bought very cheap. That is now like $200. So it's kind of good that I don't have the mentality of, oh, I better just sell it when I'm done. Otherwise, because if I wanted to have a lot of money, I could if I sold a lot of my games. uh, so yeah, Jazz Punk was fun. Before Your Eyes made me really sad. That was a game that really struck a chord with me. That was a good one. I think I was that one voted on. That one might have been voted on. I don't remember. That might have been a humble choice. But that was either humble choice or that was a Spike birthday thing. I don't quite remember. But that Before Your Eyes was really good. Good twists, good turns, good everything about it. I love a game with a good story and a good heart. And that one was definitely one. Pretty sure that was choice. Yeah. I think you're right. I think that one was a choice pick. So Before Your Eyes made me really sad. That was a good one. That was a really good one. Luna's Fishing Garden, also really fun, really chill. That one was just really chill. That one I know Spike recommended that one. Well, Spike recommended that one. I don't remember exactly what it was. I think Spike recommended this one. I was like, oh yeah, it'd be fun for like a 2-stream game. Then he also recommended Iron Lung. These were his suggestions. These are his suggestions in the suggestion channel. Which, by the way, anybody can put a suggestion in the suggestion channel. I will get around to it eventually. I don't know when, but I do look at the suggestion channel, and I do want to play all the games that are suggested. It's just a matter of when I get around to it. But I want to actually get some more of those done. So yeah, we did Luna's Fishing Garden. Then we did Iron Lung, because he recommended Iron Lung, and I was really intrigued by it. And then that's when I got into my kind of David Szymański craze, because I really like his games. I really like David Szymański's games. I think they're really well done. And I actually found out, because I know Bass Backwards, I know you mentioned the Dread X collection before. And I actually had a little peek at them on Steam, and I found out he made some games for that. So, and I found, and a couple other devs that I recognized are also doing stuff for that. So I was like, oh, that's really cool. So I want to play the Dread X collection at some point, the various Dread X collections at some point. But yeah, Iron Lung was really good, really spooky. A Wolf in Autumn wasn't really that great, I will be honest. That one was just really confusing, but it was still okay. Just really confusing and really weird. I feel like that was his experimental phase. Music Machine I really liked. I really liked how the characters were in the Music Machine. It's really interesting. The Moon Sliver, once again, very cryptic. Yeah, Chap Goblins as well. Yeah, like Chap Goblins is another good one. The Moon Sliver was also really good, but really cryptic, but cryptic in a more good way. Finger Bones, I really dug Finger Bones. I loved how creepy it was. It sent shivers up my spine. That one sent absolute shivers up my spine. And the story was just, it's so good. When he's not super cryptic, he can make a really good story. Even when he is, he can do a good story. I just think his stories that aren't as cryptic are like really, really good. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Another fun set of streams. From a game that I heard really good things about and I really wanted to play it. And I like SpongeBob. What can I say? I like SpongeBob. So that was fun to watch, fun to play. Really good platformer. Really nice to play a platformer again. SpongeBob, lots of SpongeBob. Vulnerable. This is when we did more demos. Vulnerable was really good. I know they actually released a new demo that I want to try. So I want to try that new demo for Vulnerable. And the devs seem really nice. I've actually talked with the devs a little bit, and they seem pretty cool. The Last Worker was really fun. I don't know if that one's out yet. That one might be out. The Last Worker. That one is not out yet. Dispatching, just next year. So that one's a next year game. But that one was really fun. SCP Secret Files I thought was also really fun. I thought it was okay. I thought it was very, how do I want to put it? It was very predictable. SCP Secret Files is very predictable, and I will be perfectly honest with you. When I closed the game and I found out it was still running in the background, that did kind of put me off of it. I will be honest. That put me off of it a little bit. And I'm not trying to say anything here, but like I said during the game, when you have a Chinese company that mostly makes mobile games, and I know how mobile game devs are, and also, let's be real, Chinese companies do kind of have a stigma for possibly not being completely upfront. The fact that it kept on running concerned me and made me think maybe they were doing some like not hacking into my computer and thing nefarious like that, but maybe doing like some weird crypto mining kind of stuff, right? Which I don't want. So that one, I'll admit, it kind of put me off of that one. But it seemed like a cool idea that I might look into later. Cult of the Lamb, the demo was really good. We'll get to the game when we get there. Brock the Investigator, really good. We'll talk more about that game when we get there. In fact, demo's so good I did it over 2 days. Pumpkin Jack was one that was voted on, and I was really happy that one was voted on because I love Pumpkin Jack. I watched Megan play Pumpkin Jack a long time ago when the game came out, and I was looking for a good excuse and a good reason to play through Pumpkin Jack. The moment it was in the humble choice, I was like, that's going on the list, and I'm playing Pumpkin Jack. And I did, and it was on stream, and it was fantastic. I love Pumpkin Jack. And it was any stream that I have with Megan, I think just really elevates it. I will be honest. I really, really love streaming with Megan. Obviously, because one, she's my girlfriend, and I love spending time with her. But two, I think she adds a lot of fun to streams. It's nice to have someone to kind of bounce off of too. Vulnerable was great. Definitely wishlisted, as you should. It's a good one. I forgot if we did Melatonin, but I recommend it and it's out. I have not done Melatonin, but I will add that to my list. Or you can throw it in the suggestions if it's not already, just as a way to kind of keep me reminded of it. I Am Fish was also really fun. Not as hard as I thought it'd be, but that one was really fun. I also did that one with Megan. I will never forget the airport. I will never forget the airport baggage claim in that one. Man, that part was probably the hardest section for me. Was in the airport. And then the fact that the game was just really weird. It ran really strange. And then what did I do to fix it? I don't remember what I did to fix it. There was something in like with the settings or in like an INI file or something that I tweaked, and that made the game actually run good. Yeah, see, that one I was actually really concerned with because that one wasn't running good at all. And then we got it running good, and then the game was like butter smooth. It was perfect. See, someone did more Ratchet and Clank. See, you can see I put Pokemon Legends Arceus around a little bit, dotted around. Genshin Impact was a surprisingly fun stream. First ever sponsored stream too, which was really nice. I haven't now I have gone back and played Genshin Impact a little bit since then. I haven't played it as much as I wanted to because I've had man, I've had too many games to play. Too between I blame battle passes. I honestly blame battle passes for my lack of getting any other games done. Because every single time there's a battle pass that either I or Megan wants to be part of, and it's like, okay, fine, well, I'll get it on it. Right. So, but I have played a little bit of Genshin since then. I did record some a while ago that I haven't actually uploaded yet because I want to record more. Which I probably will do somewhat soon in next year, now that things have kind of quieted down a little bit, and I'm not caring as much about battle passes. But Genshin Impact was really fun. I will admit, there was one thing I didn't like about it, and hopefully they don't see this and get pissed off, but there was one thing that I didn't really like about it, is that in the stipulation, they said, for 2 hours, play a game that you normally play and you know your audience likes. And then play Genshin, because I don't really like switching between games and streams. So I read that and I was like, I don't really dig that, but I'll do it because it's what they want me to do, and it gives me a chance to play more Legends Arceus anyway. So that's one thing I didn't really care for is Genshin. And I will admit, when I uploaded because I didn't like having the Genshin thing on my screen either when playing Pokemon Legends Arceus, and I know other people didn't either, because when I uploaded the Pokemon Legends Arceus part or session that included the Genshin stuff, I think that was the first dislike I ever got on a video on YouTube. I think that was my first dislike, and I was like, man, I don't blame them. I wouldn't mind getting sponsored by Genshin again because I think it'd be great, but don't really think I want to I don't think I want to do Pokemon or any other game before I do it. Like before I do Genshin. I don't think I want to go with that stipulation. But Genshin Impact is really fun, surprisingly so. Cult of the Lamb, brilliant game, absolutely brilliant. Really loved it. Was much quicker to get through than I thought it would be, which is fine by me. But Cult of the Lamb was really nice. Very different kind of roguelike. I loved the cult aspect. I really did. Let's see. Bass Awkward says, yeah, I didn't mind personally, although I wouldn't have minded if you just started out with Genshin instead of switching personally. Yeah. Nah. Like I said, it's what they wanted. I didn't, and it was, looks like my first sponsor on the stream. I didn't want to say, well, no, I don't want to do it like that. Can I just play Genshin? People will come for Genshin. So I was like, I'll just do what they want. I don't know if I'll do it like that again. Maybe next time I will just say, like, do you mind if I just do Genshin? I tend to switch my games up anyway, so it's not like people are coming just for a specific game. Maybe they'll be okay with it. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I did like Genshin a lot. Genshin was really fun. Cult of the Lamb was fun. Like I said, very different type of roguelike. Really like the cult sim aspect. Broccoli Investigator I loved as well. That's another one of my favorites. Honestly, like if I had a couple favorites in this, it'd be for the moment. Now that we're up to August, some of my favorites would be Ghost Trick at number 1. Probably, I loved everything about Ghost Trick. Everhood, I really liked Elden Ring as well. Obviously, so probably be like Elden Ring, Ghost Trick number 1. Elden Ring is in there. Everhood is really high up there as well. I really enjoyed the streams for that. Broccoli Investigator is also top tier. Really top tier is Broccoli Investigator. Just very fun. So much put into it. And I love the dev. I follow the dev on Twitter, and he's always talking about like doing bug fixes still and adding more things to the game that's been out for a good while at this point. And he's trying to get his console release, and he's working really hard on that. He's even been really bold and gone like, yeah, I don't really like how, I think it's Microsoft, like how the Xbox team is like handling this or something like that, or like their kit to test it. I don't remember, but it's cool. I like how outspoken he's about that stuff, and he's not like, oh yeah, this is great and I'm glad to be working with X. It's like, well, it could be better. I'm kind of preferring this other development kit for the console. It's like, okay, I can respect that. And I also found out that the voice actor for Brock is actually, I think he's autistic or something, which I thought was really kind of cool. I didn't even know, but I thought it was really cool. I was like, damn, dude did a fantastic job. And it's nice to have more representation out there for people who are like on some sort of spectrum, right? Like it's really cool. And damn, just everything about Brock was so good. The music, the voice acting, just so top notch. The story. And I love how the bad ending is technically the canon ending, which is good. It's very different. The depth of the story in terms of decisions and all that is incredible. Yeah, and all the decisions, like they all felt like they actually mattered, which is what really surprised me. Because normally you get a game where it's like, oh, choices matter, but they really don't. With Brock, they kind of felt like they did for a lot of them. Maybe not every single one of them, but for a lot of them, the choices felt like they mattered with Brock. And you can wholeheartedly agree there with the, I presume, with the like having more kind of autistic representation voice acting. Yeah, I thought like when I found out about that, I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. And the voice actor for Brock seems really cool as well. Seems like a really, really cool guy from what I can tell. Tinykin. This wasn't really, well, I guess technically this was a sponsored stream because they did give me a key. They did give me a key for free to show off on stream, and I love Tinykin. Tinykin was really good. Very classic feel, Pikmin style collectathon. Like it was just really fun with Tinykin. Good stream as well. Good stream. I loved how the streams were nice and precise. Where it was like, here's a stream, got a chapter done. Here's a stream, got a chapter done. Here's a stream, got a chapter done. Right? Very efficient with how it was handled. And it collected everything, which I'm okay with. Resident Evil. I love Resident Evil. This is one of the more recent games that we've streamed. I was actually uploading Resident Evil 3 the other day. I'm actually uploading Resident Evil 3 right now. Resident Evil, a really good game, classic, one of the classic games from when I was a younger lad. Resident Evil 2, one of my favorite Resident Evil games. Absolutely. Love the streams of it too. And I love that I could actually like kind of play the game pretty fast and get through it. And it was just fun. It was just really fun to stream. Mortuary Assistant is probably my favorite spooky game that I played this year. I just had so many good things about it. So many good things in Mortuary Sim. Like just so much good scares, so much like intriguing story. I can't really give Mortuary Sim like enough props, right? It's a really, really good game. Hey Kitty, welcome back to the stream. How you doing today? Probably gonna be ending the stream relatively soon, just so you know. Right now, just kind of doing a bit of an end of the year stream retrospective wrap up. Because I thought it'd be fun. Love that game. Yeah, no, I don't remember if you recommended it. I know it was recommended. It might have been through you. I know you told me you really liked it. Oh, fun game. Really fun game. It's a game that I kind of want to play more of, to be honest. Let's see, Bat Sacred says Mortuary Assistant was a breath of fresh air. It was. Like, even in terms of just other scary games, Mortuary Assistant had such a different feel to it. And as a stream game, it was really nice. Now, I will admit, as a stream game, I feel like 2 streams is the max that I could really do with it, with the progress I made. Because the game is great, but the game is very much just, okay, well, do this, do that, and you kind of repeat it over and over. I feel like a maximum of 2 streams is how much I kind of had to talk about it. The third one was still fun and still good, but I think by the 3rd stream, I was kind of out of things to talk about, and it was more of, okay, well, let's just, do this and make sure this is done, right? And try to get some of the other endings. But as like a spooky game, that was so unique and so different. And I love that you can just keep playing it. and you have your stats. I love it. You can just keep playing it. It's really good. PT, played PT for the first time, and that was a good experience. I'm really sad it never got anything else. I'm really sad PT never happened, because I still say one of my favorite things about it was being able to put on your headset, speak into the mic, and talk to the game. That added a whole lot more to it, made it so much more unique. But such a good game was PT, and I was really glad to be able to play it. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, basically same thing with Resident Evil 2. It was one of my favorites for a long time. I love it. Was really fun to play on stream. Surprisingly harder than what I thought it'd be. Surprisingly hard game. Let's see. Bass Sucker says, I'm excited for the inevitable sequel to Tinykin. Excuse me. Yeah, me too. I'm excited for that as well. I don't know when it'll happen. So that's the thing. I got the sequel to Tinykin and the sequel to Brock to look forward to. That's going to be so good. It's going to be such a good... Whenever those two games come out, it's going to be so amazing. It's going to be really, really fun. Now, I know November is really sparse. Because we did Nemesis and then Phantasmagoria, which I do want to finish. I'm really sad I never got to. Because November was a weird month. November wasn't really a good month for me. Because we did Phantasmagoria, and then the intention was to do it the next weekend. And then every other weekend, we were going to start Phantasmagoria 2 on the 26th, which was the plan. But then we did Kaiju Wars, because I was given a key to that. And once again, I like Kaiju Wars. The console port wasn't great, but I do like Kaiju Wars as a game. But then you can see I had a really long, I didn't play for the rest of the month. Because I just got kind of sick and I didn't really want to do anything. And then I kind of wanted to build up, not feeling good again. Because I think Megan and I got busy on Saturday. I couldn't do it on Friday for some reason. But then I think we got busy on the weekend. And then this week I wanted to do streams, but I think this was when I had my stomach inflammation, which was really shitty. Really, really shitty. And then after that, I got better really quickly. I did get better because I went to the doctor and I got some medicine for it. And I did feel good. But then I kind of had this lingering, well, what if it comes back? I don't want to set a stream time up and then it hits me again. Because it really did just come out of nowhere. Just one night, I woke up and it's like, oh man, it just felt so awful. And then that was what, 2 sleepless nights, I think. And I couldn't get any of my work done. That was it. I was taking a week off anyway, I think, because I wanted to get a lot of my other stuff done. And then I got sick, and then I think I ended up getting that stuff done on the next week. I think that's what happened. And then I was like, well, I'll just wait to come back on my birthday for a birthday stream, which was when we did Kaiju Wars and Hammer of Virtue. Because I was given a key to Hammer of Virtue in November. Because I was sick, I wasn't able to play it. It was a good demo, by the way. I really did enjoy it. It was fun to play. Let's see. Bass Awkward says, also sad about PT, but well, we know Kojima got the last laugh. And hey, with that Silent Hill transmission direct, there's hope for the series after all. I think it has a good chance. I really do. I think his Silent Hill has a good chance at making a comeback. Will it be as good as Resident Evil's comeback? I don't know, but Silent Hill has a good chance, and I, for one, am looking forward to it. I want to play through the games on stream so I can get ready for Silent Hill 2 remake, and we'll see how that goes. I still got to finish my Resident Evil series before the new RE4 remake comes out. Choo Choo Charles, really fun game. Looking forward to that one for a while. Very short, but it was as long as it needed to be. And I see there's a bit of a modding scene for that game already, so that's kind of fun. Chop Goblins. Yeah, really fun. This Chop Goblins, I can't complain. It was a fun little bash to get through. Was given a key as well. I was actually really happy to be given a key from that. Because I was going to buy Chop Goblins. But I wasn't going to buy it right away. It was going to be one of those games where it was I want to play it because I know it's a David Szymanski game. And as you know, I've become kind of a fan of his. And it was really cheap on Steam as well. It's really, really cheap. So I was like, well, I want to play it, but I have Kaiju Warriors to play and I have like all these other games to play through. I'll buy it eventually, but I put in a request for a key because I was like, if he gives me a key, I'll play it right away. Otherwise, I'll wait. He gave me a key the next day, and I was like, well, that's very fun. So then I played Kaiju Warriors on the next stream I could do. So that was nice. That was really nice. Bass Record says, I already said how Choo Choo Charles is like the perfect one session game. Maybe a little overpriced, but still a one person effort. Really great. Yeah, I'd say maybe a little overpriced, but I didn't feel like it was too bad in terms of price, right? Maybe a little, but I wouldn't mind spending the money. I had no problem spending the money for it. And it honestly is a game I feel I could go back and play and still have fun, even just like going around on the train, right? Maybe make it a little challenge where it's like, oh, I don't do anything and I just do the main story. See how fast I can kill Charles, right? And I guess that's the last one I did because I already talked about Kaiju Warriors and how good of a game I think it is. I think Kaiju Warriors is a fun game. Really fun, really good tactics game. Probably gonna finish it in the next like 2 streams if I had to guess. And yeah, I guess that's the end of this retrospective. Once again, rambled on a bit longer than I expected to. That's to be expected with me, though, right? And definitely keeping an eye on the devs, dude. Same. Now, for the next year, I want to record more. Oh, I guess I can also talk about the recordings I did. So, for those that don't know or don't follow me on YouTube, I do have some YouTube exclusive recordings that I've only put up there because they're just for games that I think are better recorded. That being Fallout, which I believe was this year, which I loved. I loved Fallout. Yeah, I loved the Fallout game. I really thought because I've always talked about how Fallout didn't really age well. But then when I played it on recording, I decided I just want to record it and I'm going to play it to the end. Even if I feel like I'm not enjoying it, I'm going to play it to the end because people say it's a good game and I maybe I'm just wrong about how it didn't age well. And I was wrong. I was entirely wrong about how it didn't age well. It had so many good mechanics to it, had such a fun way of playing. Fallout was really good. I really like Fallout. So if you haven't seen that, I do highly recommend it. It's a fun series. At least I think it was pretty fun. I enjoyed putting it together. And what else did I do? Our watch of TGA was super fun. I really did enjoy our watch through of TGA. I thought that was really fun as well. It wasn't that long either, which was good. I mean, it was longer than I thought it would be, but it was still good. I also recorded like what, 2 other things? What else do I have? What else do I have on the YouTube? I think, like I said, I didn't record much. It was Fallout. I recorded Fallout earlier in the year. I recorded Until Dawn, which was surprisingly good. I did that one with Megan, and that was a good one. Yeah, and Persona 4. Thank you. I was forgetting one of them, and that was Persona. Yeah, so Until Dawn was a really fun one. Love playing Until Dawn. Spoilers for people that haven't watched it. I end up losing like all my progress at some point because I die, and the game does its endings in kind of a weird way where the death kind of screwed me over. So I technically ended up playing that game like 3 times. It wasn't as much fun the 3rd time, but it was still weirdly chill. I still enjoyed it, weirdly enough, which I wasn't expecting to. So that was a good one. That was a good game as well. That was one I was really happy to play through. And it was, once again, it was fun having Megan there. So Until Dawn was really good. Persona 4, I've been really enjoying a lot. So if Persona 4 isn't done yet, spoilers, I haven't recorded Persona 4 since like before October. But I want to get back to it. I think I'm going to actually try getting back to it this weekend, I think. But as of right now, I've been really enjoying Persona 4. It's so nice to play a JRPG again. I haven't played a JRPG in ages. And it's just nice to grind a little bit, play through dungeons, and I love the social aspect of that game. Really good. If you haven't seen Persona 4 either, please do. It's probably one of my favorite current ongoing series. That's a YouTube exclusive. And I'm currently in the process of editing through now I'm going to talk a little bit about this one, even though it's not uploaded yet at all, but I've been playing through Pokemon Scarlet and Violet lately. I have a lot of that. I recorded. I haven't uploaded it yet at all, but I've worked on it a little bit. That one's taken me a little bit of time because I have Megan's footage and my footage doing something kind of different. And it's fun to edit through, but it requires me to sit there and actually watch all of the footage. So, for example, if I have like 100 hours of footage recorded for that, I'm probably going to need to watch maybe like 140 hours. Because I'm probably gonna go back and say, okay, well, do I need to cut this? Do I keep this in? So that's gonna be fun to upload, but that's probably gonna be a little bit longer. I'm sorry, by the way. I haven't done an editing thing like this in a while. A lot of my edits are usually very simple. This one is a little bit different. I need to edit this one a lot more. So that's why it's taken so long to actually get out. So keep an eye out for that one, and do watch that one if you can. I think you guys will really like it. I had a lot of fun with it. That one was really fun. I like Scarlet and Violet. I'm gonna say this right now. I think it is the best Pokemon game currently out there, and I know a lot of people that actually agree with me. Not everybody will, but a lot of my friends that have also played the game say the same thing. And Megan does too, and she's really big into Pokemon, and she's been very critical of a lot of the last few games. So I think that says a lot. Yeah, so keep an eye out for that one. I guess Pokemon's a JRPG, but yeah, Persona is definitely what most comes to mind. Yeah, I guess when I say JRPG, I more mean like a traditional JRPG, like your Final Fantasies, Legend of Your Dragoons, Personas, right? So I'm more so thinking like traditional RPG, which I want to do more of. Now this was something I wanted to do this year, but I never got around to it, is I want to play through the entirety of the Final Fantasy series. That one's going to be recorded apart from maybe Final Fantasy VII Remake again, because I'm going to be playing through that one because you have part 2 coming out. And Final Fantasy 14. I think Final Fantasy 14, when I get to that one, I think that one will be streamed. But the other Final Fantasies, I think I'm going to mostly record them, because they will take a long time, and I don't think I want to... I'll put it like this. If I streamed all the Final Fantasy games, all of next year, you would see these blocks here, right? They would all be Final Fantasy. So, that's kind of why I'm like, Final Fantasy, a recording game. That one's a recording series, but that one I want to do for sure. Kitty says, Woot, Final Fantasy. I know it's going to be so good. And I mean all the Final Fantasies. I mean like 1, 2, 3... maybe I'll throw in Crystal Chronicles. I'm going to go through the whole series. X1, X2, everything, right? It's going to be fun. It's going to be an undertaking, but it's going to be fun. And that's something I want to do this year, but I got to do it next year, obviously. So that's going to be a next year project, but I think it'll be fun. Bass Akron says, I was so shocked when you streamed Legends Arceus. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't think it would take me this long to actually finish. I feel kind of bad about Legends Arceus as well, but a lot of good games just came out. That's kind of the problem with this year. A lot of games came out, and then I had other games that I know are coming out soon, which makes me want to stream stuff like Resident Evil, right? So so that one got pushed back. But when I'm done with Kaiju Wars, I want to get back to Resident Evil, and then maybe between Resident Evils, go back and kind of finish other games that I started but haven't finished yet, which are like a few, like Ratchet and Elden Ring and Pokemon Legends Arceus. Those might be the only ones. I'm not really too sure. Oh, and Phantasmagoria, right? So that's my plan. And I know I'm not that far away from finishing Legends Arceus either. I know I'm not that far, so that won't take me too much longer. It's just starting it when I have all these other games on the go. Especially when I get given keys, like with Kaiju Wars, right? Then by obligation, I gotta play those. Oh, Bass Akron says, oh, I meant that I was really critical of Pokemon in the past, but Legends Arceus was a leap, and I can't wait to check out you playing S/V. It was like, dude, Pokemon, I think we're hitting the renaissance of Pokemon. I think we really are. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think part of why I'm enjoying Pokemon Scarlet and Violet so much is because it is purely a 100% co-op playthrough. Now, I'm sure it'd be fun if I played it by myself as well. I'm sure I'd be enjoying it a lot. But there's something really special about having someone else there in your world and have it actually run really well. We talk about this in the recording, so I'll probably save most of it for that. But Megan and I have no issues playing together. There's no net lag apart from raids, but I think raids are probably a little different. But there's really no like lag in the overworld. You can see the other person battling. You know, you can have one person on one side of the map, the other person all the way on the other. The game will run perfectly fine. So it surprised me a lot. I thought it was going to be a lot more restrictive. So I think if they keep co-op going forward, which I think they will, I think that'll be a staple of the Pokemon games going forward, then I think it will have a really good chance at staying relevant and alive for many, many years to come. I think we hit a renaissance of Pokemon games. I will be perfectly honest. Yeah, so I guess that's probably it for me talking. Like I said, keep an eye out for more Persona on recordings. If you're not on my YouTube channel already, if you don't check it out, you should. I don't know if this will work, but if you are not there yet, go there. I'm gonna upload a lot more stuff next year. Probably do Fallout 2, probably do the Final Fantasies, like I said, finish Suzerain. I have a lot of things I want to record, and I think it's going to be really, really fun. So I'm not actually ending the stream that much early than what I wanted to, but that's fine. It'll be a late night, I'm sure. So yeah, I think this is a fun little retrospective. It was nice to go back and see all the games that we played and have our plans thrown out there. Because like I said, if I'm saying it here, you guys know what the plans are. And if I don't do it, you can come back here, say, hey, you didn't do it. And I'll say, well, shit, you're right. And then I'll probably try to do it again next year, right? So we'll see. We'll see how a lot of this goes. Anyway, I guess that should be it for me for now. Let me go ahead and close that. Yeah. Because we'll see if we can maybe drop someone a quick raid. Because raids are fun. Raids are very fun. So that gives me a chance to also, I guess, talk a little bit about maybe other New Year plans. Not too sure. Right now, my plans are mostly Final Fantasy and uploading Pokemon and doing more Persona. That's mostly what the plans are. Let's go ahead and send it over to Baby Rhino. Baby Rhino or Brooker Boom. We'll send it to Baby Rhino since as of this moment he has the less viewers between the two. So we'll go ahead and we'll send it his way. If it'll, fuck it, I'll just do it this way. But yeah, I hope you all had a great year. I hope you all had a good time with the stream. I hope you all had a good time off the stream. Oh, also, one other thing I want to do for the new year, is I want to have a lot more community-based stuff. If there's one thing I've certainly failed at, it's doing stuff with my community, right? I don't do it like I should. I don't hang out in the Discord like I should. I don't set up community nights like I should. I've always been really bad with setting stuff up. That goes back to even when I played TF2 with a lot of my friends and we had to like set up dates for things and set up this, set up that. Just hang out with friends saying, oh, you want to go play this? I was always bad at doing that. I never did it. Other people had to do it for me, basically. So I've always been bad at that. But this year, I want to actually get the group together. I want to get the Discord together, get the chat together, get everybody together, and have fun in the Discord. Whether it's recorded stuff or stream stuff or just hanging out, just playing Jackbox. You know, I want to do all that with you guys in the Discord. So that's another thing I really want to try to work on this year. Or this upcoming year. Basssucker says also early Happy New Year. Kitty says Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you guys as well. I hope your new year is as fantastic as, well, I hope it is, right? I hope your new year is great. I hope you guys have a great time. And I hope you guys end this year happy, content, and with the people that you love and care about. All right, so feel free to send Baby Rhino a frag raid. He is playing Halo Infinite, which is I want to get playing Halo as well. Halo is another one for the on the list for next year. For now, though, I guess it's time to cue the outro. So okay, I'm doing this kind of out of order. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the stream today. I certainly had a good time. Hopefully, you've all enjoyed the year of streaming. And I have a feeling next year is going to be even better. I'm very hype and very happy for what could be coming next year. All right. So for now, though, for the last time in 2022, it is time we cue the outro. Frag out. Now we'll see you guys in 2023.